Capricorn. This is going to be your bonus reading for the rest of August 2018. This is for Capricorn rising, sun, and moon sign. I'm actually in the garden of a Capricorn rising friend of mine, a very dear, dear girlfriend. She's almost like the closest thing to a sister I've ever had. I'm actually an only child. And so I suppose if anyone was going to be a sister or feel like a sister, then it would be my dear friend. She actually has baby goats in another section of her garden close to me. So if you hear them, they're just baby goats. So this is going to be for love and relationships for Capricorn rising, sun, and moon sign. And that goes for Capricorns who are single, Capricorns who are in long-standing relationships, and also Capricorns that just began relationships. Ozzy! No. No. Ozzy. No. Ozzy, come. Ozzy. Ozzy, come. Hey. No digging holes in the garden. Ozzy. Ozzy. Go get it. Sorry. My daughter needed some alone time from me and the puppy, which is why I'm in a friend's garden. She needed some space. She's been taking the role of mother to our puppy quite a bit. Okay, this is in Capricorn's best, highest good for love and relationships, along with whatever they most need to hear about. I'm going to pick 6 cards. I may pull clarifiers, it depends. You'll just have to ignore the background noise. There isn't really much I can do about it. There's actually much louder background noise inside the house. So this is the best that I could do. I'm going to try to speak up where you can hear me. Hey, what are you doing? Where's my other shoe? Ozzy. Okay, I'm going to pick the cards now. Wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm not going to pull any clarifiers to go with this. You have 3 major arcanas out of 6 cards. Half of your cards are major cards. So I'm going to show all 6 to you, and then I'll start explaining. Your first one is the Hermit. I believe you got this in your general reading. If you haven't seen your general reading for the month of August, you may want to check that out on my channel and see what you think of that. The Hermit. The next one is the Star. Very lovely, you guys. This is one of the best cards you could possibly get, in my opinion. The third one, the Empress. The Two of Wands. You got this in your general reading as well. So did you. You got the Empress too. Next one, the Six of Swords. I believe you got that one too. And the final one, you have the Six of Wands. Very nice. Okay. In the recent past with love and relationships, you have the Hermit over the Two of Wands. This is leading me to believe that in the recent past, you have been doing a lot of inner searching, a lot of introspection. I'm looking at this one. A lot of seeking clarity within, seeking answers to what you needed answers for, found only within with this card. Possibly taking some time out, some alone time or quiet time in order to really go dive deep within your being and possibly find some clarity or some truths. The next one is the Two of Wands. So this is all about looking at your possibilities. You have the whole world in front of you. You could go anywhere. You could do anything. This sometimes also has to do with making choices, with choosing something new over something old, or a new path or a new journey over an old way of being. But this is definitely mulling over and thinking about your potentials, your possibilities, your choices, looking towards the future with expectant excitement. So if you're single, it may be that you have been single for a long time, or you felt as though you've been single for a long time, even if you have been dabbling with dating. I guess they call it dating these days, or just meeting people, but you have felt alone in the past. And you've really been trying to get clear about what is it exactly that you really want for a relationship, or as far as relationships go. What kind of a person are you looking for? What kind of a relationship do you need or want? Hey, Hannah. Hang on one moment. Okay, here I am again. Now I've got a Chihuahua in my lap, and my puppy is trying to get her attention, so hopefully this will go fairly smoothly, I'm hoping. Okay. So yeah, you've been thinking about what is it that you want, getting clear about what you would like to cultivate, what you would like to choose, what you would like to find, what you would like to go towards. And if you're not single and you have been in a long-standing relationship, it could be that in the past you had maybe a trip away from your partner, or some kind of small vacation away from your partner, just to get some clarity, do some inner searching. It can also mean that both of you have been doing a lot of introspection and inner searching in order to figure out where you would like to go from here. If you want to keep things the way that they are, if you would like to expand, if you would like to move, if you would like to even move in with each other, or where you would like to travel with each other in the future, what goals you mutually have that you would like to follow, what horizons you want to open up your relationship to, where you would like to go in the future, things like that. Looks very nice. Presently, you have the Star over the Six of Swords. So the Star is all about wishes, hopes, dreams, inspirations, a new feeling of being attuned to the divine, or feeling thankful for everything that you have, realizing how blessed you really are, thinking about hopes and dreams for the future, just feeling as though fortune, and especially the angels and spirits, have shined their light down on you and blessed you in some way. Perhaps you feel as though your wishes have been granted, or your wishes are coming true. And a lot of this has to do with moving on from conflict, or moving on to a much more peaceful future. to move away from the past, to look towards the future. To think of, if you have had, guys, really, come here, Pepper. If you have had conflict in the past, or fighting, or disagreements, or there's just been some strife, or some difficult times, or stress in the past, I see you as fully having hope and faith that you can move on from this in your relationship onto a much more peaceful resolution than what has been going on in the past, which is also very lovely. If you are single, this is talking about possibly your wishes coming true, or feeling as though things are opened up more in order for your wishes to come true. You have a lot more faith and trust and such a positive attitude about the future and about the possibility that you can have what you want, or you can find what you want. And find, comes to mind when I look at this. It feels like you're on a search, or you're thinking about places you would like to go, or places you would like to travel to in order to potentially possibly meet someone. Or you're moving on from an old way of thinking about relationships, and now you're realizing you not only can have what you wish, and it'll either find you, you find it, or you just come across each other by synchronicity, or the divine brings you two together. But it's all about having expectant hopes and a positive attitude about where you're headed in the future. And possibly I'm getting seeking. It feels like you're seeking someone, or perhaps you have met someone and you possibly have to move to where they are, or travel to where they are, or they have to travel to where you are. Something like that. Hey, Hannah. That's my girl, Hannah, behind me. She's not my girl, but I consider her my girl. In the future, lovely, you guys. This is, and talk about relationships. This card is ruled by Venus, and in my opinion, this is a Taurus card, because she's Mother Nature and Mother Earth, fixed Earth. So Venus is all about pleasure, joy, beauty, affection, physical, like hugging, kissing, touching, feeling totally comfortable in your body and in your own skin. This is all of the pleasures you could possibly think of with relationships. If you happen to be a man and you're watching this, this represents the woman of your dreams. And even for a woman, this represents that she feels as though she's a queen with the person that she's with. She feels completely satisfied, well loved, and appreciated. And if you are a woman, when you do feel that way, you can shine that love on your partner, and your partner feels so very lucky to have you because you're shining so beautifully based off of feeling appreciated and loved. And as far as homosexual relationships, this is the same thing. You feel treasured. And not only that, you treasure the person that you're with. And there's a great potential for things like abundance, money, prosperity, feeling as though you're finally bringing into fruition all of your wishes and the things that you have hoped for in the past. And this is total success and accomplishment. So perhaps if you have wished for someone, or you have had an eye for someone, but perhaps they didn't notice you, or they weren't sure if they wanted to be in a relationship with you, this feels like you won the person that you wanted somehow. Maybe you had to woo them a little bit, or court them a little bit, in order for them to understand just how special you really are, and how well you can treat them. It feels like you have won. You've won the person of your dreams, which is amazing. If you're in a long-standing relationship, then this is feeling as though you can create anything together. You can create abundance together, create a beautiful home, a beautiful environment. All the pleasures of the world are able for you to achieve them. Yeah, very, very nice. Okay, that's your love and relationship reading. Next will be for career, jobs, and money. Hello again. This is going to be another 6-card spread for Capricorn rising, sun, and moon sign for August 2018 for jobs, money, and career. In Capricorn's best, highest good, along with whatever they most need to hear about. He's so naughty. Jobs, money, career for Capricorn on August 2018. Okay. Okay, here's your 6 cards. You have the High Priestess, Knight of Cups, the Emperor, the Two of Cups. I'm gonna be squinting, you guys. I'm Irish. I'm not set up to deal with direct sunlight. Okay. The King of Swords and the Hierophant. I believe you got him and the Two of Cups in your general reading for August. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to get burned really bad from this sun, so after this one I may have to move. Alright. I can't even see it. I can see the reflection of it on the screen. Okay. High Priestess over the Two of Cups. In the past, with jobs, money, and career, you possibly met someone that could be a business partner with you, or someone who is in the same field as you, or has similar talents as you, or just wants to combine forces with you with career or jobs. It can also possibly be that you work with your significant other, or your significant other and yourself have a business together. In the past, you may have had certain intuitions or gut feelings about something, possibly an alliance that would improve the business, or the two of you, if you are in business with your significant other, the two of you had a similar intuition of perhaps some way to improve the business or to make it more profitable, or you just had a gut feeling that this person would be a really good person to work with. Let me see if I can pull a clarifier to go with it. Let's see if I can get any more about this. You got the Queen of Wands as your clarifier. Possibly this could specifically be a woman, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a man or a woman. But it seems like perhaps you needed a little bit more help with either advertising or marketing or throwing things out there with leadership ability, or being more assertive with what you were doing. Or you needed a spokesperson or someone who could be a leader for your business or to bring attention to your business. It could be even organizing some kind of public event or celebration type event, or organization is the key here, but mainly leadership and getting things going, getting things started. Perhaps a new start or a new way of doing things that is much more creative or leadership oriented than before. Pardon me. In any case, this person looks excellent for the job, or looks excellent to be able to help you with those things. Maybe just getting some input or advice from someone who does this for a living, who could give you some tips on how to best advertise or throw your stuff out there more, where people can see it more. You definitely had an intuition about this, that you needed things to be a little bit more interesting or a little bit more fiery in how it's being presented. I don't know if this makes any sense to you. I hope it does. So I'm going to leave that be. Or possibly to start your own business if you didn't have your own business before. So, presently, you have to make some kind of a major decision, which I'm looking at the King of Swords here. Or you may need to attract some kind of an ally or expert in whatever this is to give you some solid advice on how to proceed. This could be business consulting. This could even be legal stuff, or contracts, or written up agreements, or verbal agreements between parties, if that makes any sense. This can also be deciding what to keep and what to cut out, as far as what seems to be bringing in the money, what seems not to be bringing in the money, what adjustments need to be made in order for things to run more smoothly. This can sometimes be an authority figure that people go to for advice or for some input on how they could better the situation. This can also be you as well, having to make some major decisions, figuring out what needs to be weeded, what could be kept, what could be grown or expanded on. This thing that you're doing is definitely something that you care about a great deal, or something that brings you a lot of emotional fulfillment and joy in what you do. This could have something to do with social work, or helping others to feel better, or improving the environment somehow. Those are just some possibilities I'm throwing out there. I'm not saying that all of you are involved in these fields. But in any case, I'm definitely getting something about how the old way of doing it wasn't quite the fullest expression of what you would like this to be. And so you're looking at new methods, new ways that could potentially bring in a little bit more creativity than before. And also to lead things in a gentle, compassionate way, in how you deal with others. Sometimes when I look at the Knight of Cups, he reminds me of someone who has excellent PR skills, or who easily puts people at ease or makes people feel understood. He seems very genuine. So this may be the kind of face you want your job or your business or your talents to have, is something that people can relate to, or something that makes people feel at ease. Okay? That could also have to do with young apprentices, by the way, or people that are learning your craft by working alongside you. That's one possibility. Or you may be thinking about bringing your grown children into your business if you have any. In which case, if you did, they would bring in a lot of fresh, new, beautiful energy to what is already existing. So now, in the near future, with jobs, money, and career, you have the Hierophant with the Emperor. And I'm getting a similar message with this, where in the future, the old structure or the old way of doing this has become possibly a little too stagnant, or a little too stale, or a little bit too regulated, or rule-oriented, or inflexible, or too set in how it is. And so you're doing a lot of vision questing, or you're seeking visions, new ideas, new ways of looking at things, so that you can improve this where it seems much more organic and natural, where it's able to grow and bring you better results than before, where you feel as though you can truly manifest on earth what you want your job or your career or your talents to be. This could have something to do even with the medical field or with the healing arts in some way. But when I look at this, the Emperor is an authority figure. He's the guy at the top. He's the king of all the kings. He's the CEO, or the guy in charge, or woman in charge. Doesn't have to be a man. But it's very regulated, very rule-oriented, very boxed in, with not very much room to move or to grow. But if you look at him, he is also an authority figure, but he is the speaker of ageless wisdom, and he is the wounded healer. So he represents your wise voice within, your own innate inner wisdom that you carry within your own being. He's also about helping and healing other people. He's also about making things better, mending problems, mending hurts. He is much more a part of the natural world if you look at him. So when I look at this, I'm thinking that the Emperor is reminding me of external ordained authority figures, but this is the true organic authority, is your own soul, or your own innate wisdom, and wanting things to be better. So in the near future, I'm getting, if you go along with the old way, or the more rule-oriented, stagnant way, that's not going to really work, and you're going to hit you're going to hit a ceiling with your money, where there's only so far this can go. But if you open yourself up to new possibilities, or new ways, or a greater, grander vision or way of seeing things with the potentials and possibilities involved, and you're willing to be flexible and try new things based off of your own innate wisdom or wise guidance that you receive from other people that back up how you already feel, then the ceiling will be taken away, and there are no bounds to what you are capable of, or how much money you can make with this, or where you can go with this. This can also say you're about to come into your own with your own authority in what you do. You may be considered a master, or someone who knows your field extremely well. And if you can find, since you've been thinking about having more leadership or marketing or throwing these things out there to really stand in your own power with what you're capable of and your talents, you will naturally be seen by others as an authority in what you do, but it'll be more out of admiration and honor than respect based from fear of your authority. This isn't about your ego. This is about people naturally seeing your authority without you ever having to say anything about it. But if you look at this guy, it almost seems like he needs his throne in order to feel important. But he does not need to feel important. He's all about improving things and making things better. He is concerned more with the situations, the people, and the land around him than he is about himself. And keep in mind, I'm just saying him because both of these are men in the pictures, but you do not have to be a man. So hopefully that helped or made sense at least. And I will see you next for health. Hello Capricorn, this isn't very much better. I can't see the screen at all. But this is the best that I can do, and after this I think I'm gonna take a break for a bit. This is for Capricorn rising, sun, and moon's mental, physical, and emotional health for August 2018 in Capricorn's best, highest good. Hey buddy, what are you doing? No. No. Another 6-card spread. Let me see if I can move this a little bit. Health. In Capricorn's highest, best, good. Along with whatever they most need to hear. 6 cards, please. Okay. Okay. I'm going to show you the cards, and then I'm going to put them back down and read them from there because I can't see the screen at all, and I need to kind of look at them to get pictures in my head or messages. So your first one is the 3 of Wands. Your second one is the Princess of Pentacles. Your third one is the 6 of Pentacles. On the bottom, the 9 of Cups. The High Priestess again. And the 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet for you. Let's see if I get anything in particular in here. Okay. I'm getting that with your physical health in the past, you may have had some problems. But a lot of your problems with your physical health in the past have been because you weren't having them treated properly, or you weren't treating them at all. You may have not been going to the doctor or getting the help that you need, or going to that massage therapist, or changing your diet, or just doing anything to help your own health. You may have just kind of shoved that aside in order to keep up with things you had to do. But now it seems as though you are either being gifted mysteriously with help with your health that comes out of nowhere, or someone is granting you some kind of help with your health, whether you needed money for your health or you needed certain treatments. Those are being given to you now. So It seems like you're taking care of yourself better than before. You may be eating better. You may be making more of an effort to take care of your body and rest and do all the things that you need to in order to feel healthy, which is excellent. You may have even started some new regimens or some new methods or changed certain things in your diet or something like that. A lot of the reason on why you shifted all of a sudden and decided to really pay more attention to your own health is because you possibly had a gut feeling that something was going to get a lot worse if you didn't do that now. But with your emotional health, I see your emotional health as being excellent. I see you as being really happy, or at least in believing and having more faith that your wishes can come true, or that good things can happen to you. And I definitely see you as having more energy than before. You may have more energy, and part of that is because you're feeling more hopeful about the future as far as what you can do and what you can manifest. I also see something in here about being near water or swimming, or just something about being near water is very healing for you. Try not to overindulge. Try not to eat too much, drink too much, party too much, anything too much. By all means, celebrate and do what makes you happy, but just be mindful not to get to extremes with it. You may have to go somewhere else in order to get treatments or in order to get more help with your health, but I see that as being a good thing, as in if you couldn't find the right help before, you can now, and it may involve travel, possibly. So that's about it, you guys. I hope that helped, or at least made sense, and I will see you next time. Take care, you guys. Many blessings to you.